Today I worked on a vehicle with the check engine light on, so the first step was to figure out what was causing the problem. Using a scan tool, I pulled the code P0356, which indicates an issue with the ignition coil F primary or secondary circuit. Essentially, this means there's likely a problem with one of the ignition coils, which are responsible for providing the spark needed to ignite the air-fuel mixture in the engine. To investigate further, I inspected the ignition coil for any obvious issues, like physical damage or loose connections, but everything looked fine at first glance. Next, I connected a spark tester to the ignition coil and cranked the engine. The spark I observed was erratic, which confirmed there was an issue, but I needed more precise data to pinpoint the fault. To get a clearer picture, I attached a lab scope with an inductive ammeter to the ignition coil control circuit. This allowed me to monitor the ignition coil's primary amperage waveform while cranking the engine. The waveform data clearly showed that the ignition coil was shorted, confirming it was the root cause of the problem. At this point, the solution was straightforward. I replaced the faulty ignition coil, cleared the codes, and took the car for a road test. Everything ran perfectly. The check engine lights stayed off, and no fault codes returned. This process highlights the importance of using proper diagnostic tools like a lab scope to accurately identify issues. It can save time and prevent unnecessary part replacements. If you're dealing with a P0356 code, make sure to test the ignition coil thoroughly before replacing it.